I'm going to show you guys a little lab tutorial on using Wireshark. Basically, this is a application that you can use to check your web traffic. I'm going to do my example on a Mac. Most of you guys are probably going to be using Windows. My preferred platform is the Mac, mainly because it runs Unix. All right, so first things first is we're going to go ahead and download Wireshark. So making sure that we download, we can do a Google search and go to Wireshark. I've already gone to the website before, so you see it's in my search history, but we want to make sure we go to wireshark.org, but I'm just going to go ahead and just do a search for it just so you can see. The domain has already been captured right here. We click on Wireshark, and basically you would hit download, and it would allow you to download. I've already downloaded the Mac version of that, and you will see that as I make it clear here. So I'm going to go here and pull this from my dock and drop that down there, as you will see. So I've already downloaded, so it's already downloaded there, so we don't have to wait for that download to happen. And it'll choose the operating system automatically that's compatible to your computer. You can use it on Windows, you can use it on Mac, and it's a really good application in searching out web traffic. So we're going to go ahead and open up Wireshark right here, and we're going to do a little bit of experimentation. We're going to go to some websites. We're going to go to google.com, and I'm also going to go to one of my favorite websites for news. Don't always love their articles, but you know, they're interesting. And we're going to go to The Verge, and let's go to another website. Since I'm a Mac guy, let's go to 9 to 5 Mac. And we're just putting in these websites right here just to kind of go ahead and decide if we want to look up any one of these websites on here. So we've got Google. Everybody uses Google, so it's kind of interesting to figure out what kind of servers or DNS and IP addresses for those particular, and The Verge. So we'll go through those a little bit in detail on there. We can go ahead and minimize that. So what we want to do is we want to go to terminal. Now you guys would use command line, and command line, you can use the command line on Windows, but on the Mac the command line is going to be terminal. And right here we have your terminal, and let me see if I do a new window. No, new window. I like different color on here. New window. And let's go with Homebrew. Homebrew is one of my favorites. I like it because the green kind of looks cool on there. All right, so we can do this. One of the things that you want to be able to do is we're going to go ahead and do a query, ns lookup. And ns lookup actually is the same on the Mac in terminal as it is on Windows. And then we're going to go type in The Verge. Let's just go to Google, google.com. And we're going to type that in, and you're going to see the server address right here for Google, the server, the address, the website, and that's the address right there. Let's do another one. Let's do ns lookup 9 to 5 mac.com. And then we see those are the servers right there. And we have a couple of addresses. There's 2 addresses for 9 to 5 Mac. And let's do the other one. Let's ns look up The Verge. Verge.com. And we see that The Verge seems to have quite a few websites. So they have quite a few IP addresses here. There's 1, 2, 3, 4. So they've got 4 different IP addresses for that particular one domain name that they have there. So, all right. So let's go use the Wireshark tool to go ahead and right here in Wireshark, we have the Wireshark tool. And you notice I have my little example right here just to go ahead and show. So what we can do here is, let's close out of that, sorry. And what we're going to do is go to capture. And this is the capture is basically how you want to capture that information. When you first open up, this is what you're going to see. But then you go up to the window right here, and then we go to options, and that will allow us to start. And this is a whole bunch of the traffic that's on the computer right there. So one of the things that was done in the lab, the professor looked up UCF's website. So you can type in DNS. That's one of the things you can type in, DNS. And that basically will apply a filter. And this is where the filters you can apply right here. You can type in HTTP. If you want to type in a particular website and you know that information, you can type that in. But let's like type in DNS, and we can see all of the DNS queries that are on there. So we can kind of like eliminate all, because usually this is going to capture a lot of data. And especially if you're like me, you have a computer that uses a wide open connection, you basically would have a lot of stuff on there. So you can use that to query, and you can look at seeing what protocols on there you have. And let's go ahead and let's see, DNS containing, let's see, DNS contains, let's look up The Verge. See if it's anything. Let's do a space. So can I do The Verge? DNS contains The Verge. Do I see anything for that? All right, let's experiment. Let's type in Google. And a protocol analyzer, we don't see anything there. Well, let's type in one that I did before, just so we can do the example like we did in class. So we're playing around and experimenting with this, UCF. And that would probably means, did I go to UCF, because I did close out of my browser. So let's go to UCF. Did I look it up? I don't think I did an NSF lookup for, I did Apple, did I? No, I did not do Apple. Let's go to the browser real quick here and type in apple.com. And let's go to terminal and look up DNS contains Apple. And there we go. And if I did the NSF lookup, you can basically see this is the stuff for Google, for Apple that I went to. Let's see. And under here, what we can do is we can go to the domain and query, and we can kind of see under our queries what the actual address. You can see this is an address that you would have that your computer queries right there. And let's go ahead in a little bit more detail. And on the PC one, it actually showed the address information on there. I'm not sure how to tailor it exactly. But if we go back to terminal, we will see that if we did that, we would have these which show up under the host name right over here. Like if we can get it to show addresses would show up under here. The website addresses that we looked up on there. So we can use that, and also you can see exactly communication on which ports you're actually going to be using. So that's one of the things to keep in mind in terms of using this protocol. And if you need to reverse look up things, you would basically you can reverse look up things by using netstat. So it actually works the same way in terminal if you need to. So you can type in net and you can look up all the information on there. And I can scroll up and you can see established communications that my computer has established, a local IP address, foreign IP addresses that things have been going out. and you can use a reverse lookup, NSN lookup, and you can look up these particular, you can look up anything. Like, let's say if I wanted to look this up right here, what is that communication? You can kind of use that to kind of look and see, hey, what kind of communication is going on with that particular, website address that you have. So let's look at that, and it can find out, hey, this is the server and that's the address that it has come to. You can look that up, and also you can use it to see if it's kind of establishing communication to things that you're not sure that it does have on there. So you're like, hey, if this is something that shouldn't be there. You can also go to the website whois.com. So let's say whois.com, and you can use that to find domain names. So let's say theverge.com. And did I put a space in there? Let's search, domain name, let's just type in apple.com, one that I know very well, and I'm not trying to shop. Let's go back out. I think it's because I had a space here. Yep, that's why that failed. So let's see, whois.com. Okay, you want to type in a domain name. Oh, and basically if you wanted to put the address, that's basically what I wanted to do. Yes, so sorry. Let's go to terminal real quick here. And let's see, The Verge. Let's just pull the same one that I had there. So let's just do that, search that, see who that is. All right, let's go NSF lookup. Google.com, and let's take this address, take it there, go to their website, drag it in there, drop it in there in the search, and it should tell me that this is Google. And I'm not sure why. This is shop. Let's go to whois.com. 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 Oh, let's just type that in there and do the search. There we go. So I'm typing it into the wrong search. Sorry about that, folks. Made a mistake there. All right, and then you can go look up all of this information. So you can use this to kind of backtrack traffic that's on your network to see if there's any nefarious, hey, why is all of this information being sapped out of my computer and going to these strange addresses? Kind of look for those kind of things. So that's kind of like a brief overview, how you can use the Wireshark application, and it's really great because you can kind of go through protocols. If you want to go to HTTP, contains, let's say, The Verge. See if it picks up anything with HTTP. The Verge. Did I go there? I should have. Let's just put in Apple. Or let's say HTTPS. I wonder if it puts S, if it makes a difference. Nope. Well, anyway, you can use this, and if it's one that we know, .google, look that up. I know I used Google, so we can look up that information there, and we can see exactly the destinations, the HTTP addresses, and kind of check that traffic and go down to these lines and see exactly, hey, what kind of communication has been going on protocols right here. Kind of tells you exactly what the protocols are. All right, so that's basically an overview of that.